What if I told you that your bank balance isn't real? That banks can create money from thin air and most people have no idea how it works? Today on Pakinomics, we're breaking it all down. Simple and straight to the point. Alright, so let's start with a story. A story of gold, paper, trust, and one clever guy who accidentally invented modern banking. Way before we had digital wallets and banks with apps, people in ancient Mesopotamia and Persia used temple priests and merchants to store their wealth. Not because it earned interest, but because it was safe. You'd hand them gold, grain, or silver, and they'd give you a receipt, maybe a clay tablet or paper note, saying, yeah, you've got 10 gold coins with us. Now, fast forward to 13th or 14th century Europe, places like Florence and Venice, people began using these receipts themselves to trade. Because let's be honest, carrying actual gold around, that's a bit dangerous, heavy and risky. And then one goldsmith, nobody really remembers his name, but he had a light bulb moment. No one's coming to collect the gold all at once. What if I lent some of it out and charged interest? That, my friend, was the moment modern banking was born. Suddenly, it wasn't just about safekeeping, it was about making money with other people's money, free money. This idea evolved into what we now call fractional reserve banking. It works like this. You deposit 1,000 rupees or $1,000 into the bank, and the bank is legally allowed to keep only a fraction of that, so maybe 100 rupees, and lend out the other 900. Now, here's the crazy part. The person who gets that 900 rupee or dollar loan spends it. And guess where it ends up? Back in another bank. So that new bank now sees a 900 deposit and keeps 90, lends out 810. And the cycle goes on and on and on. And that's how banks create money. Every new loan equals new money in circulation. Your $1,000 rupees can multiply into 9,000 plus worth of digital deposits. Not printed by the government, but created by the system itself. No press, no vault, no real cash moving around, just IOUs, backed by trust and government regulation. So why does this matter for you, especially in Pakistan? Because inflation eats away at your savings. And while you're holding on to cash, the banking system is creating more of it, devaluing what you have. Banks use your deposits to make money, and you earn almost nothing. But the wealthy, they borrow, buy assets, grow cash flow because they understand how money is created. Knowing this means you can just stop saving and start thinking like a bank. So next time you hear about loans, inflation, or bank reserves, you'll know what's really going on behind the scenes. Fractional reserve banking is the foundation of today's economy. And now you know exactly how it works. In the next video, we'll look at how central banks, like the State Bank of Pakistan, control all of this. Interest rates, inflation, printing, borrowing, it's all part of the game. Subscribe to Pakinomics and let's keep learning how money really works so you are never left behind.